20.
509 here on KHTS. The only thing I like more than saving money is saving the planet. And the only thing I like more than saving the planet is saving the planet while I save money. That's what the team at HomeLink Pros has in mind with each design and installation project. Here to chop it up about all things solar and smart home technology, we have Mandy Rami, we have Mike Terry of HomeLink Pros, and Mike is shot out of a cannon, as per usual. Hello, guys.
Yeah,
Hey.
So you were trying to convince me, maybe not convince me, but lobby me to say solar is an awful idea. Why do you say that? You are a solar panel salesman.
well, I've been in the solar business for 10 years and helping thousands of people get solar. I'm having a change of heart here. I'm
Right
starting
here
to see the downsides of solar, and I think that Mandy's probably thinking like, "What are you doing? This is our business. Are you upset?"
Yeah, the first day that's 100+ degrees. Let's stop saving money.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
I'm going the other way on this, man, and I got to explain why. I got 4 reasons why solar's a terrible idea.
All right,
I'm
let me
going to go
hear
out of
'em.
business over this, but it's fine, right? I need people to understand. So people may think that their budget's important, right? They may think that it's important for them to save money or be able to be comfortable, but I want them to start thinking about the people who own stock in the utility companies.
If you
Okay.
didn't know, Edison's a publicly traded, investor-owned utility.
Yeah, and,
Okay.
if everybody goes solar and all those guys stop charging those really high rates because everyone has solar, how are people on Wall Street going to make money off that stock?
Oh,
So,
I
we
see the
gotta-
tact you're taking here.
We have to think about the investors on Wall Street, and you don't want to take money out of their pockets. They barely have any billions or trillions of dollars, and it's just cruel.
So why do the people on Wall Street, why do they suggest that right now is the worst time to install solar?
Well, so right now utility stocks are good because when energy costs are rising, then utilities do really well. And everything that's happening on our planet in our country is driving up energy costs. And that's a long-term trend, so it does really well for those stocks. The second reason that solar is a terrible idea is because we don't know what people are going to do with the savings they get from solar. Like, maybe people who didn't smoke before are going to save money with solar, and they're going to use that money to start a 3-pack a day habit or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we got tons of people out smoking. Like, hey man, why do you smoke? Well, I saved all this money on solar. I didn't know what to do, so now I smoke 3-packs. Like, it's terrible.
on.
Solar might be the worst thing that ever happened because it might lead to people developing a bad smoking habit. Would you like to hear 2 more?
Yeah, sure, give them to me. I think you might be confusing the listeners right now, Mike, but
No,
we're
this
talking
is-
with Mike
it's-
Terry and Mandy Rami of HomeLink Pro Solar here in the Santa Cruz Valley, located on Solar Dad, in between
Solar.
White's
Yeah.
Canyon and Sierra Highway. Give me the reasons 3 and 4, Mike.
Yeah. So the third reason is we already have this problem with technology where people aren't spending enough time outside. Kids are on their iPads, all this and that. Now, if people aren't suffering through 80, 82 degree temperatures inside, trying to stay away from those high tier power charges from the utility company, and if their house is cool because they have cheap, clean solar power from HomeLink, then they may not go outside as much as they used to. They might be comfortable in their house and be happy in their house. They might invite other people over. And when those
Oh.
people come over, they might eat all of your chips or they might drink your beer. Like, maybe
But you might have to spend time with your family, which is always a
Yeah.
bad thing.
That's right.
Why do I feel like all of our customers right now are listening to this going, I'm so glad I have solar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, give me the last reason, Mike.
The last reason is, I was talking to my kids this morning about the way things used to be, right? Because that's important to you as you get older. You want people to remember. And someday, people will talk about, like, oh, back in the day, you had to pay, like, this huge amount for electricity, and they could raise your rates whenever they wanted. And I think it's really important that some people stick to the old system so that instead of saying, hey, it used to be like that, we can say, hey, Richard 2 houses down never got solar. His house isn't powered by the sun. He's one of the last 8 people, right? We've got to have some people to remind us of the past and how electricity used to be purchased. So I think it's really important that some people resist the urge to pay less for electricity without a single dime out of their pocket in a cleaner way. We need some people to say no to that.
Right.
So that there's a relic of the past that reminds us how good we
We
have
need
it.
people to goof on, essentially. We are
Oh,
here
yeah.
with Mike Terry,
Right.
Mandy Rami of HomeLink Pro Solar. There are a ton of people in the solar game. There's some big companies doing it. Why should people go with the local guys doing it? What sets HomeLink Pros apart from other companies, big or small?
Well, if you're willing to completely mess up the investors and all that kind of good stuff. So if you want to make the dramatic mistake of saving money with solar, solar is no different than any other business, right? When a business is smaller and local, you get to work with the people who actually run the company. So that if you have a question, you have a concern, somebody who can actually make a decision is right there. Mm-hmm. You're not dealing with a company that's based in San Francisco or that's based in Denver or Chicago or in China or something like that. We're right here in Santa Clarita. We're on Solar Dad Canyon Road, right behind the Carl's Jr. We're there all day, every day. People can stop in and see us. They can go to our website, homelinkpros.com. And what they're going to do is they're going to end up talking with somebody who's been in this business for a really long time and somebody who's been working in Santa Clarita for a long time. Over the last year, we've installed solar on over 500 homes in Santa Clarita, and our customers right now are keeping their house at a nice, cool temperature with cheaper electricity than they had before, and they didn't spend anything to do it, and then they're investing that money back in their community.
We're talking with Mike Terry, Mandy Rami of HomeLink Pros. HomeLink Pros provides a ton of products to make your home smarter and more efficient. And I was on homelinkpros.com, and one of the products that caught my eye, and I think this should, and I think it would appeal to all Santa Clarita residents, are the smart water sprinkler control systems that you guys offer. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Mandy loves those.
Oh my goodness.
Get it.
No.
Talk about it.
What they do is it's a Wi-Fi where it tracks the weather patterns and it waters your grass depending on water patterns, so you don't waste days overwatering and things like that.
Right.
So it saves you a ton of money on your water. But reality is that the largest consumer of fresh water in California is the utility company. That's why we're so passionate about the water sprinkler. You can get the water sprinkler installed at no cost. If there's a rebate for it, we'll do all of the legwork for you. We just really want people to save wherever they can.
Because I think it's so frustrating. After a night of rainfall, you wake up in the morning, it might be clear by morning time, but then you're driving around and people that have their water system set up already, they have the sprinklers going on in the morning. And you just realize that that's such a tremendous waste of water. I think you even had a similar story on the air a couple months ago. Right. You were driving around and you caught that same problem.
Yeah. Yeah,
well, did you know it rained this morning?
Did it rain this morning?
My lawn didn't water. Did yours?
My lawn did not water because I live in an apartment. And it would had I lived in a house.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So wasting is typically bad, right? Whether it's wasting water on your lawn the day after it rains, whether it's wasting electricity by having your air conditioning running while you're on vacation and no one's home, or whether it's wasting by paying like double the price of electricity that anyone else in our country does in California, instead of buying solar electricity at below the national average, it's wasteful.
Right.
If you go to the grocery store and buy 2 6-packs for $5 a piece, instead of a 12-pack for $4, you're being wasteful. So I think there was a time where people felt like, hey, buying 12 packs of soda that's new, it's weird. I've never seen a 12-pack before. Why would I do that? But, it's not 1984 anymore. And we buy our sodas in 12 packs, and the smart way to power your home is with solar energy. The reason is you don't have to use any fuel or resources, and forget the environmental part. Everyone knows it's better for the environment. But if the company doing it can just leverage that star, like that's like pretty far away from us, and it's putting all this light out, if we can use that star, which is free, there's no rent on that, to make them electricity, we can offer people a better price for electricity than anyone else can that's burning natural gas or coal or any of that kind of stuff. We can offer people a better price for their electricity. But if you're willing to get past those 4 really negative things I said earlier, then you might enjoy paying less for the same thing you're getting now.
HomeLink Pros offers smart home and solar solutions. They're local. They're right here in the Santa Cruz Valley. And they provide products and services tailor-made for SCV residents. Find out more at homelinkpros.com or visit the office on, as Mike says, Solar Dad Canyon Road between Whites Canyon and Sierra Highway. Mike, Mandy, thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.